Okay, I think I'm ready. Hi everyone. Good to see you all. So, I really don't know how to start this. Um, um, yeah, I really don't have a good introduction to tonight's stream. Um, I felt that dressing up was important for what we are here to discuss. Um, you know, 10 years ago, um, I was just a young lad with I guess you could call it a dream. Um, I wanted to I wanted to play video games on the internet. Um, and 10 years ago, it sounds just as stupid as it probably sounded. Sounds just as stupid now as it did 10 years ago. But you know, I feel it's I'm really I'm waffling. I'm not saying anything at all. Um, you know, every year when February 9th rolls around and I have that reminder in my phone that it's the channel's anniversary, you know, I kind of you know, I look at that and I just think about, you know, where we've come from, you know, where we started, the ups and the downs, and everything in between. And you know, it's not an easy story to tell because as much as I'd love to say that I've enjoyed every second of the last 10 years, that's just not something that I can say truthfully. Um, However, I may not have enjoyed every second of the last 10 years, but I wouldn't trade a second of the last 10 years for anything. Because over the last 10 years, a lot has happened. I've learned a lot. I've met some incredible people. My dream turned into a passion. And, you know, I've been able to hit goals that looked completely impossible. And I know it's cheesy, and I know it's, you know, cliche, but none of the past 10 years would have been possible without all of you. And I just want you all to know how grateful I am for your continued support. Doesn't matter if you're new to the channel or you've been here since day one. You know, Your support means the world to me, and it always will. And I'm glad that people have stuck around. Um, you think after 10 years I'd get better at doing stuff like this. 10 years and I still can't do an intro properly. Hi, chat. Welcome to the 10th anniversary stream. I don't know what we're gonna do. I don't know exactly how this is gonna go about, but thank you all for being here. And sticking around. We'll probably go over some iconic channel moments. We'll probably do some lore and some history of the channel for people who are interested. Probably discuss some plans for the future. Maybe we'll have some guests. You never know. And we're gonna have a nice time. That I know for sure. Because I physically don't have the energy not to have a nice time right now. I physically do not have it in me for this to be a bad stream. So we're gonna make this a great stream. Anyway, I guess to start off, we can just go back to the beginning. I mean, a lot of you probably know the lore. I guess for anyone who doesn't know the lore, back in late 2013, little 9-year-old Mario Mans was a big YouTube enjoyer, you could say, and he was a big fan of that company called Nintendo, and that little kid was watching a lot of different YouTubers at that point. A couple of the ones I can remember are definitely Popular MMOs, Zach Scott. See, around that time I was probably, really, if you were uploading something Mario related, I was probably interested in some capacity. That or Minecraft. I was a big Minecraft nerd as well. And so, don't remember if this was a birthday present or a Valentine's Day present or something along those lines, but come 2014, with my little white camera, my camera in one hand and my 3DS in my other hand, I recorded my first video. And I'm pretty sure it got separated into 2 or 3 separate parts because the YouTube upload limit at the time was 15 minutes. And I left the camera running when I went to go eat dinner because I didn't know how to cut footage together. So I figured I'll just get rid of this later. Keep in mind, I was not doing any of the uploading at this time. That would be my mom. So if you want to know who posted the first Mario Man 252 video, it wasn't me. it was Mother 252. In fact, I believe the first couple of videos on my channel were all uploaded by my mom. If you've been around the channel for some time, you will know that those videos did not have titles, and they were random mishmashes of letters and numbers.mp4. The classic video title, except instead of a FNAF VHS tape, it was a 10-year-old kid, 10-year-old kid playing Paper Mario on his 3DS. But those videos were a big achievement for me. Because, you know, I was young and naive and was like, look at me, I'm so cool, I've got a YouTube channel. And I went around to my entire 4th grade class, because I was in 4th grade at the time, with a little sheet, and said, will you follow me on YouTube? And I cannot remember if I got a single yes. I remember I went around my whole class, I was like, hey, you want to go check out my YouTube channel? And I genuinely don't know if I got a single yes. Or if I got any yeses, it was from my very close friends who I played Minecraft with at the time. So you can imagine my ego was absolutely shattered coming home from school that day. And you'll also notice, if you go back to the very beginning of my channel, that there's not a whole lot going on. And I didn't upload very much for the first couple of years, and well, that's just for a couple of reasons. First reason was I was inexperienced. I didn't have an upload schedule. I didn't have good equipment. I'd actually trained myself before I even started my channel. I would commentate my own gameplays. And I know that sounds stupid, and that sounds really, really dumb. Wow, this idiot loser child is talking to no one. But that's what I did. I would do commentary with no camera on while I was playing my DS. And I'm sure it annoyed the absolute heck out of my parents. And I thank them for still letting me go through with this. Even though they knew it was going to be even more yapping coming from their eldest son. But what are you going to do? They let it happen, and after that initial sort of spark of creativity and motivation when the channel first launched, it subsided fairly quickly when I didn't see myself gain 100,000 subscribers after my first video. In fact, at one point, I was planning on doing an 8 subscriber special. I don't remember how many videos I'd posted at the time, but it couldn't have been more than 3 or 4. And I was planning on doing an 8 subscriber special. I mean, the videos on the channel at that point were probably the first couple parts of Sticker Star, maybe the Mario Kart video, which is still an absolute classic to this day. And yes, I know kart was, I don't know if it's still spelled wrong, but yes, it was spelled wrong. That was another Mother 252 upload. No shade, by the way. I'm not throwing any shade. But the titling and uploading, I didn't know how to do it. I had no idea what I was doing or how to do it, so my mom did it. And you know what? I think she did a pretty good freaking job. Because YouTube was this kind of novel thing. It wasn't this massive information base that it is now. You know, now my mom's on YouTube all the time, you know, either doing some kind of meditations or church services or whatever else. YouTube's this massive hub of information now. And it wasn't always like that. my mom wasn't really clued in too much on YouTube. And that's understandable, because guess what? I wasn't either. I just knew that's where I go to watch the funny people play Mario Brothers. That's about all I knew about YouTube, right? But I was like, I want to do that. I want to play Minecraft. I want to play Mario Brothers. I'm going to be so popular. And you forget that popularity requires having friends. I didn't have very many of those back in the 4th grade. But, that's okay. It's at a YouTube channel, right? I was coasting on that high for a little bit. And then I realized that no one cared, right? I realized that no one cares about some 10-year-old posting hand-recorded vertical orientation videos of what is considered to be one of the worst Paper Mario games ever made. Nobody really cared that much about that, and understandably so. Yes, they were filmed vertically. No, I cannot tell you why I did it. Actually, yes, I can. I did it so that I could get the top and bottom screen of the 3DS in the same frame, and also probably so my arm would get less tired. I thought it was genius at the time, but I look back at it and I'm like, wow, I filmed vertically? Why didn't I delete my channel while I had the chance? But yeah, first couple of videos were very, very homemade, very kind of thrown together. Didn't have a lot of equipment. Didn't even have a tripod for a while. And then we got around to probably I guess it would have been 2018-ish. 2017, 2018, somewhere around that range. And my good friend Steelers introduced me to Streamlabs. Now, Streamlabs has been in some hot water in recent years, but at the time I was like, holy crap, this is great. I can stream, I can talk live with my viewers, I can play Minecraft all the time. I don't have to record and edit and upload. I can just do, and it uploads itself. That's freaking awesome. And I started out on OBS. And you can tell I started out on OBS because of how crappy a couple of my earlier streams are. To be fair, I think that had less to do with OBS and more to do with the computer I was using. It was a very, very bad laptop. And it also wasn't mine. It was my mom's that she let me use for recording and streaming. But it could not handle what I was doing. Bro did not understand what bitrate was in 2016. So the video quality was pretty terrible. If you got 5 different still images during the stream, that was probably a good stream. But then Streamlabs came around, and better yet, better hardware as well. And this was the turning point, right? It still wasn't great, but as time went on, hardware improved, software improved. Steelers introduced me to Streamlabs and how, look, you could stream so easily. You can put your face cam in there, you can do all this different stuff. And that's kind of where things were for a bit until everything kind of changed very abruptly. I was still kind of continuing. I was on my Minecraft kick, I guess you could call it. Because I'd moved on from Paper Mario, and I was full on Minecraft. Favorite game of all time. My friends and I were actively playing it, so it seemed like the thing that made sense to stream, right? And so I was doing that for a while. And then something completely changed, right? And it happened at a Super Bowl party. It happened at a Super Bowl party. a very a very special Super Bowl actually. As I believe it was Super Bowl 51. And those of you that know, actually, let me make sure I did not give misinformation. I'm pretty sure it was Super Bowl 51. Yep. Super Bowl 51. I've just received getting some messages from a friend of mine. Anyway, Super Bowl 51. I went to a friend's house. My friend was having a Super Bowl party. So I went over to his house after I got sushi with my family, which is what we always did for the Super Bowl. We went out and got sushi, because who goes and gets sushi during the Super Bowl? Like, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense, right? Just go get a pizza or something. But I went to a friend's house, and we would watch the Super Bowl. And then when the commercials came on, we would boot up NBA 2K17 on his Xbox. Was it an Xbox? I remember if it was Xbox or PlayStation. One of the two. Probably an Xbox. I think he was an Xbox guy. No, he was on PlayStation. I played Fortnite with him on PlayStation. I think it was PlayStation. Anyway, we booted up NBA 2K17. And this is like the first game since Minecraft that I genuinely fell in love with. And I was like, whoa. This is freaking awesome. I knew nothing about basketball at this point, right? I mean, I knew LeBron James was on the Cavaliers. And that was about it. That was about all I knew, right? So, I would, like, fight with him to not go back to watching the game because I wanted to continue to play NBA 2K. Because I was having so much fun with it, right? And I went back home after a while. And first of all, I watched the Falcons lose, which was incredibly depressing. I am not a Falcons fan, but I think almost all of America was very sad that day. And I was like, I want this game. I want to get this game. And I happened to have a PlayStation 4. My dad had a PlayStation 4. Right? And so, a couple months later, in February, I ended up placing third in the science fair at my school. And as a present, I got NBA 2K17 on the PlayStation 4. And that is why, if you go back to this era of my channel, you will see dozens, if not hundreds, of NBA 2K17 videos on my channel. Because this was like the first game since Minecraft that I genuinely fell in love with and played constantly. And I was so bad at it. I was horrendous. I was genuinely horrific at the game. I had to go back and reteach myself the controls because I was just so unbelievably bad. But I had so much fun. And that's probably shown in the fact that I made so many videos on the game. So much so that when the next game came out, 2K18, I got it around Christmas because the reviews up until that point were terrible. Played that on the channel as well. Everyone hates on 18, but man, I have very fond memories of 18 because that's when my pack luck was the best. I pulled a lot of really good cards that year, or at least to my younger self. I think there was a stream I did a pack opening. My mom was in the kitchen just kind of hanging out. By the way, she enabled all of those pack openings, so shout out Mother252 once again for dropping hundreds upon hundreds of dollars on virtual currency on a video game for her son. Man, I'm really glad I haven't bought VC in like 2 years. Anyway, um, I played 18, um, and I'm trying to remember if 18 was the year that I essentially went MIA. I think it was. It was either 18 or 19 when I just went MIA. I stopped uploading. I still played games, you know, I still kind of existed and lived my life. I was finishing up middle school at this point, but I just kind of went MIA from my channel. Um, and this is where things took a bit of a turn because I was on that kind of swing for a while with NBA 2K, and then I went through a year where I posted maybe double-digit videos, something like that. I don't know. Which was not a lot because I streamed constantly during those years. I streamed all the time. And then I just stopped. I guess that was one of the first times when I really took a look at my analytics. I took a look at how my channel was doing, and I was like, wow, these streams, I mean, if you go back to those 2K streams, some of them have like single digit views. But at that point, I loved what I was doing so much that I just kept doing it. I just kept going. I didn't care if I got chat messages during the stream. I was like, I love playing my career. I want to play more my career. And then eventually we got the mic working, and it was great. And then I stopped. And I really took a hard look, I guess, at the channel and where we were at. And this was around, I guess this must have been like 2018. And this was, I forget if it was 2018 or 2019, but right around in there during kind of my hiatus per se. Um, that's when we first hit 100 subscribers, right? Was around there. I don't remember which year it was. I think it must have been 18. Was it? I don't know. It was 18 or 19. I remember going to my classmates and begging, hey, can you subscribe to my YouTube channel? I'm just trying to get to 100 subscribers, right? But near the, actually, there was, before we even got to that, we had a bit of a, one of the first infamous channel moments. And not a lot of people are going to remember this one. DD might remember this one. This was a long time ago. Steelers might remember this one. DD might remember this one. Because this was... Who else was even on my channel at that point? I don't even remember. I genuinely don't even remember. But essentially, that was my first experience of getting botted. I got botted live on stream during one of my 2K streams. I think I titled the follow-up like, I have never been so mad, or something like that. Because YouTube, I didn't even I didn't understand the concept of botting at this point, right? Um, and I kind of ballooned up to like 144 subscribers, something like that. I went from like below 100 to up to like 144. And then it just disappeared after like the night, right? And I was so mad. I was livid. I was so upset. I made a whole stream complaining about it. I was so mad. That was the first like, you know, the Mario Man 252 cliche where he puts a black background in the thumbnail and puts some white text with a dot 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 on the screen and titles it something concerning, and then he yells at the camera for 30 minutes. That was like the first one of those, except instead of me yelling at the camera for 30 minutes, it was the 2K pause screen. I remember this very vividly. I guess I was playing 2K or something, and I paused the game, and the entire stream is just me sitting on that pause screen. And it's so funny. It is actually so funny. Um, but I was livid because I had finally hit 100 subscribers, and then YouTube had taken it away from me. At least in my eyes, right? I was so mad. But then later on that year, at the end of the year, we finally did hit 100 subscribers. And that was the year that Steelers made a rewind for me. I don't know if I ever uploaded that video. And if I didn't, I feel bad. Because Steelers put a lot of effort into that. So if that video never made it to the channel, I apologize. But it basically was... there was, once I did finally hit 100, there was a point on the last stream I did that year where I just thanked every public subscriber that I could see on my channel at that time. I just did a big thank you to every public subscriber that I could see, because I was so grateful for that moment and that accomplishment that we had finally hit triple digits, right? So it must have been 2019 where I just ghosted. That would make sense. It would make sense that it was 2019 because I would have hit that goal and then I would have not cared anymore. And I went a year, right? And didn't really upload that much, right? 2019, I did not upload a lot. It was my first year in high school, so I was adapting to stuff, but I uploaded a couple videos that year, and that was it. I don't even think they were videos. I think they were streams. And that was a pivotal moment for me. I had stopped caring about my YouTube channel. I had hit 100 subscribers. I had lost motivation. And I didn't care to make videos anymore, right? So 2019 was the year I probably put out the fewest videos besides my early years, because I didn't put out too many videos in the early years because of how much time they took. But then 2020 came around. And I actually want to pull up one of my first videos from 2020 because it's there's a moment in that is a personal favorite of mine. And I think you guys may enjoy it as well. So, let me get that up for you guys here. Oh my goodness. I'm having trouble even finding it. I think it must have been this one. It must have been. Yes, because we spent... That's right, we spent the first 30 minutes fixing my horrific mic quality. I remember this. Wait a minute. I remember this so vividly. It was me, Yoshi, and Gingy. You guys are going to find this funny. You guys are going to enjoy this. You guys are very much going to enjoy this. So if you really want to know how far we've come on the channel, listen to this video right here. Where's the bad mic quality?
Because if you don't have it, there's no way.
Oh my gosh. Do y'all hear Gingy's audio? Do y'all hear Gingy's audio? Ladies and gentlemen, here's some channel lore that you might not know. And this is important. This will be on the exam, so you better pay attention. This right here is me calling Gingy on the phone and that audio being picked up by my mic that I am also using to talk through. I think. Did I just lie? I don't know. I think so. Or were we on Discord at this point? I don't know. I don't remember. I know that whatever this is, we also used it for Road to the End, and it's one of the things that was not good about Road to the End. Because we wanted to remake Road to the End and improve the audio. That's one of the things we wanted to improve. I don't remember exactly what this was.
To digest.
But you can hear that echo. Regardless of what it was, you could hear the echo, right? Also, one thing I want to show real quick. Look at the YouTube viewer count in the top left corner. Are we seeing this? I was like, bro, I'm going to use all the Streamlabs widgets. I'm going to be so cool. Everyone's going to be like, look at this professional streamer. You can count 7 pixels on this screen right now.
Well, you've had that question answered, so you shouldn't need to ask it now.
What the hell was that?
Gingy sounds so different. I mean, I know we were a lot younger, but he sounds so different. Also, I have my sub goal in the bottom right corner of the screen. This is 23 hours to go. Oh, this is bringing back memories, man. Because every time I would stream, if I wanted to keep the widget going, I would have to reset the number of hours. But this isn't even the part I wanted to show. This was the first 30 minutes where we had audio issues. This is the part I wanted to show. After this advertisement. Because I do not pay for YouTube Premium. Look at how glorious this hairline is. And I'm saying that unironically because my current one is about 3 times as bad.
You're live! Yay, okay, it says we're live.
I still do this. I still have to check and make sure that I'm live.
Are we live?
No, Eric, no ad blocker.
I got you on the road.
Gosh, Gingy's audio.
Yes, you are live. You are live.
I am live?
Look at the boys helping out boys. We respect it. We respect it. Also, this is when the Discord server happened as well. Also channel lore. Also channel lore, the Discord server that currently exists is not my first Discord server. We might get to that in a bit.
Make sure to check if you can hear us and everything.
Yeah, hang on. Let me,
Oh, they can hear you, Gingy. They can hear you.
Alright guys, well, hello.
So, chat.
Welcome to the stream.
There's Yoshi. We must have been on Discord because the audio sounds exactly the same.
Three.
Why did you say I'm offline?
Dog, you're online.
And yeah, well, today, let me explain a little bit. We are
Excuse
doing...
me.
I need to do my... Okay, let me back up, chat. This will be on the exam. This will be on the exam, so I want you to examine this very closely, okay? This will be on the exam.
So, chat.
Welcome to the stream. 1, 3.
Why did you say I'm offline? Hang
Jack, you're live. Trust me.
Blog does not know he is online.
Well, let me introduce myself. Me in the pig tuxedo, I am James. I've been Jack's friend forever. Where are you going?
All the boys got name dropped this stream. All the boys got name dropped this stream, bro. Everybody got name dropped. It was completely unintentional, but the whole squad got name dropped this stream.
Alright, and everyone knows Emmett.
Yeah, I'm Jack Lemon.
Dang straight. And he just beat Lucid Nightmares. Go subscribe.
And yeah, well, today, let me explain a little bit. We are
Excuse me.
doing...
I need to do my intro.
Dog, you ain't got no intro. You have 118 subscribers. You do not have an intro.
I just jumped up here.
Okay then.
This is our friendship in a nutshell right here.
What's going on, guys? Mario Magic Web 2 here, and I'm back.
He's cooking. He's cooking. Let him cook. Anyway. That I'm back right there was essentially when I got my motivation back. I actually cared about making YouTube videos again. I had a passion for it. And I wanted to do it. Also, interesting little lore bit. This channel, as of this stream right here that we just looked at, was supposed to be run by the three of us. We were planning on making this a group channel, and the three of us running it and individually uploading videos to it. Needless to say, like every dream involving three friends becoming YouTubers, that did not happen. Although Yoshi and Gingy still appear in videos, so obviously they are still my boys and they always will be. But yeah, we were supposed to run this as a trio. Bro did not let that happen. And for a date on this, just for everybody, January 18th, 2020. Before the world ended. Anywho. So I started actually streaming and uploading again to start 2020. I'm going to take this off because Blog is not listening to anything. But then obviously we know what happened after this, right? We know what happened after this video. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't know what this video would cause. My bad. I am fully at fault. My apologies. But up through like August-ish, I did my typical somewhat inconsistent stream schedule. And there was actually a very important thing that happened in the summer of... No, surely that wasn't the same summer. There's no way that was the same summer. If that was the same summer, then this is the most goated summer in channel history. Surely this was not the same summer. Holy crap, it was the same summer. Okay. Or maybe, there were two big series that happened this year. The first one, some of you may have even joined the channel from. Road to the End. To this day, my favorite series I have ever done on this channel, and I don't think that's ever going to change. It nearly has the first episode has nearly 1,000 views on the channel, which is ridiculous, by the way. So thank you for the support on that. This is the greatest thing that I think I have ever done on my YouTube channel, besides something that we'll probably talk about way later. Road to the End was the most fun series I have ever done. It was me and my boys playing Minecraft, because we had nothing else to do because COVID was in full effect. And it was freaking awesome. It was the most fun I have ever had. Maybe ever. Okay, probably not ever. But in the channel's history, it was the most fun I've ever had with anything, right? We were getting engagement in the comments. We were taking suggestions and putting that into things that we were doing in the world. We had a subscriber wall. We hit 200 subscribers when this series was going on. This series was everything I wanted it to be and more. The only bad thing was how terrible the audio quality was. But anyway. This was a major jumping off point for me. Because I looked at this and I was like, wow, this series is actually doing really well. Maybe I should do more stuff. Maybe I should upload more often. And then school came around. Or actually, well, let's not get there yet. Let's back up a little bit. Second series, which I'm kind of ashamed of and kind of proud of at the same time. I went all the way back to 2014, and I replayed Paper Mario Sticker Star. And if you want to know how the quality was compared to the original, it's not that much better. I am still holding my DS, or at least I have it on some flat surface, right? I was going to try and find a way to crop the screen, but I couldn't figure it out, so I gave up. But, that series meant a lot to me. Because it was me returning to my roots. It was me going back to the very beginning, finishing a series on a game I absolutely loved. And not really caring about the view counts, just going ahead and posting it anyway. And that was another series that did fairly well for me, and I'm very happy about that. Then, school came around. And with it, the discovery of a little-known 2018 game that you might have heard of before. As that one meme goes, have you ever heard of the hit game Among Us? And I was like, whoa. YouTubers are pulling in views from this stuff. But what made this game so interesting and so fit for a platform like YouTube was two things. Number one, it's free on mobile, and it's only $5 on Steam. So anybody can play it. And number two, you can play it live and interact with people. They see the code, they put it in, they join your game. And this was an absolute freaking game changer for the channel. And this is when I first realized that my content did the best when it was something that other people could interact with. and join and participate in. So what did I do? I did nothing but Among Us for months and months and months on end. That's all I did, because that's all that got me views. I was afraid, frankly, to stream anything else, because Among Us was doing well, people wanted to see Among Us, and I did not want to do anything else because it was doing well. Now, pop quiz. What happens when you do something over and over and over again, you stop enjoying it, but you continue to do it because you are fearful of the repercussions if you don't? Open response time from chat. Let's see who knows their YouTube knowledge here. Congratulations. Correct. You lose motivation and you burn out. And that is exactly what happened. I burned out. You get the Cosmic Cube. That is a good answer. You complete the Cosmic Cube. That's what happens. No, that's a good answer. Yeah, I burned out. And especially when the content wasn't doing as well because Among Us was getting old, I took a massive dip in terms of self-esteem, right? And it was not particularly fun or engaging anymore. And then I happened to try something that had been suggested to me many times over during our New Year's Eve stream for 2020. And that was Roblox. And a couple weeks later, in late January, I was playing Roblox. And this is where one of the big moments in channel history happened. Because I'm pretty sure a lot of people on the channel, including several moderators, arrived at the channel from this moment. Because this was the day that I got raided by Ruffles. And this is one of the best streams I've ever done. I didn't know how to react to it. I was completely just shocked and appalled. I had no idea what to do, right? So I played more Roblox. I would switch up Among Us and Roblox, and that's pretty much all I played. And that continued on until May. And in May, we finally put it all together. And we hit 1,000 subscribers. Right around my dad's birthday. I remember the night we hit it. It was a very fun day. We were live on stream when it happened. And I went and applied for YPP right away, and I got it. And I talked about memberships and everything, and all the benefits of being in the YouTube partnership program. And for the most part, I kept that same formula. I kept that same formula for a bit. But that almost never happened. In fact, there was a very big chance that that never happened at all. There was a chance that I never uploaded another video again after March. And I'm assuming many of you probably know what I'm about to talk about. Because while my content was relatively consistent between January and May, my mental health was not. And particularly by the end of March, I ran into a situation where let's just call it a toxic relationship. I think that's the best way to put it. And it really wore on me. To the point where, to be fair, the reason I almost quit in the first place was somebody made a joke about my hairline. But that on top of a lot of other things kind of sent me over the edge. And that's where we get the iconic old man yells at cloud video from March 2021 where I scream about my problems at the camera for 90 minutes. And I went back and I rewatched that video last year, and if you had no context on that situation, it sounded pretty freaking bad. But after I took a break, I rebounded a little bit, continued with a similar style of content, got into YPP, hit 1K, kept things fairly consistent for the most part. And then Roblox fully took over as the main game on the channel. I don't remember exactly when that was, but there was a point when Roblox started doing much better than Among Us, and we fully switched over to Roblox as the main game on the channel. Roblox essentially became the new Among Us, and that's what we did. And people loved it. And I loved it for a while. And then later on in the year, of course this was probably after multiple black background, white text thumbnails of me yelling at people not to cut the line in Funky Friday. That's a full-on channel meme in itself, and it's funny. It's just funny. Yeah. Me yelling at a bunch of children for not following the rules on our Roblox streams. Sometimes I have a hard time containing my emotions, if you couldn't tell. Anyway, so things were pretty consistent. We were doing Roblox as the main game. And then we got to around November. My streams started getting a lot longer. I'm talking 4 or 5 hours per stream. It wasn't super consistent, but they were very long streams. And we got around November, and I shouldn't say we, because this was entirely me. I made some questionable decisions with some things I chose to do around that time. This is November 2021. 7 to 11 p.m. streams were crazy. Dog, I'm pretty sure this or somewhere close was when streaming until I beat Minecraft became a thing, when I I remember the first one. I got off at about 2 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, that was brutal. But still the closest I've ever come to beating the game. By the way, essentially, I made some questionable decisions near the end of 2021. Questionable decisions are just bad, good decisions. I mean, is he wrong? Is he wrong? No, I don't think he is. But some of you might know of the specific decision that I'm referring to here. Let's just say bro was lonely, and bro 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 didn't think a lot of thoughts before he did things. Bro clowned himself pretty heavily, made himself look really stupid. And I don't really want to go into detail about this because newer viewers might take this out of context and be very concerned if I talk about it. So I don't know if I will. But the videos are still up, I believe, from like November to December 2021. I believe they're still up anyway, if you want context on the situation. Essentially, to keep the story short, there was a viewer who, at the time I was 17, right? I was just about to turn 18 at the beginning of December, right? There was a viewer who came into chat, claimed that they were also 17, and sort of started not so subtly flirting with me, in the chat. Eric, this might sound familiar. This might sound a little bit familiar. Anyway. Basically we ended up talking, and we ended up being a thing after a couple of weeks. And I I look back on it and I'm like, wow, bro was really dumb. Like, why? Why would you ever do that? And I was kind of skeptical of the whole thing while it was happening, but at the same time I was like, bro, girl likes me. That's kind of crazy. Don't blow this. Don't blow this. You gotta rizz her up. You gotta rizz her up. You gotta have that W riz, you know? And it did not take long for me to realize that was a bad decision. For reasons of, I have no idea who this person on the internet is. And you might think, well, no, duh, you should have realized that from the beginning. But, you do some stupid stuff when, you have... What's the best way to phrase this? You do some stupid things when, a potential significant other is involved. You do some dumb stuff and you don't really think about it. And I quickly realized that not actually knowing this person, who this person was, that I said that I was dating, is probably not a good thing. And so I very quickly, after only a couple of days, was like, hey, you know, I know you said, like, your phone was broken, and that's why you couldn't send me, or, like, your camera sucked, and that's why you couldn't send me a picture, but like, I don't trust you. So, goodbye. And that, I never fully got over that. Number one, because I just look like an idiot, and I'm shocked I didn't lose, like, a ton of subscribers from that. Because, number one, it's just weird that it was someone in chat to begin with. That's very strange. I can understand how that would not sit easy with people. In fact, it doesn't sit easy with me, looking back and thinking about it. Number two, I didn't think at all. I was just like, girl, she called me cute. We have to get married now, right? Like, I didn't do any thinking. And three, it's typically not a good look when you maybe got catfished and you announce to your entire YouTube channel that you essentially got catfished. Typically an L move to get catfished and publicize it for your YouTube channel of over 1,000 people. So I deserve all slander for that decision. Even all these, like, 3+ years later, I deserve all of the slander for, I guess it wouldn't be 3 years, whatever. I deserve all of the slander and all of the hate, for that. Because I hate myself for it. But we learned a valuable lesson, and, now we, I hear copyrighted music coming from the other room. Nice time, Mario. I'm 20, by the way. Sources, trust me, bro. I'm really mature. Man, I can't believe that people are so mean to women these days. I'm 6'4". I love those Instagram comments. They make me laugh. Like, me too, buddy. I'm also 6'4". I'm 6'4". I go gym every single day. I only eat chicken and rice. Yeah, that's me. Definitely. Anyway, we ended 2021. That was my 18th birthday. Typically an L move to get catfish and then publicize it. I mean, listen, if that was this person's plan all along, congratulations. You successfully made me look really freaking dumb. You successfully made me look like an idiot in front of a lot of people. So, good job. Congratulations. Thank you for teaching me a lesson. We'll come back to this person later, because this is not where the story ends. But anyway, finished off 2021. Pretty darn good year. We hit 1,000 subscribers. Channel was doing okay. I hit my 18th birthday. I was figuring out what I wanted to do for college. Roblox was still going pretty strong. And then 2022 came around. And I really don't remember all that much about 2022, to be completely honest with you. I'm assuming my schedule was terrible because I was still in community college at that time. We obviously didn't grow that much. I probably leaned a lot more into, like, the talking stuff. That just sounds like something I would do in that scenario. And, we got to around the end of the school year and me moving into, like, the summer and stuff, and I was probably more consistent over the summer. Probably, had more channel growth. Met some new people, some more people. I think this is about when the P.O. Box happened. That might have been a 2021 thing as well. I don't remember. The P.O. Box was open over this period. Probably for far, far, far too long and costing me way too much money, but we don't talk about it. And I think I got a little too big for my britches at this point. And I was like, man, I've got a P.O. Box. I've got 1,000 subscribers. Look at me. I'm so cool. Well, I don't need to put effort into my content anymore. And you know what? That's not true. It's just not. Doesn't matter how big of a YouTuber you are, you still got to put effort into your content, or nobody's going to watch it. And I learned that the hard way, and I will continue to learn that the hard way as time goes on. But anyway, yeah, we got to around the summer. The next, critical moment I remember in the year was the summer, because we got to the end of the summer, and there, there's a pretty memorable moment during the last stream that I did before I left for college. Um, and if some of you were there, you might remember it. Um, I 2022 was a difficult year for me. I mean, the couple of years before that were also pretty difficult. Um, but they were difficult for everyone because of COVID. But 2022 was hard. Um, and that was because around February, I started dealing with really, really bad intrusive thoughts, and that's not something I've covered too terribly much on the channel, but I mean, this was to a point where it was affecting my well-being and ability to live my best life. Like, it wasn't just something that pops in and out of my head. This is stuff that came into my head and that I could not get rid of, and that no matter how much I tried to console myself, I couldn't. Um, I was a mess. I was a complete and utter disaster. I ended up getting a job solely for the purpose of doing something else with my brain so that I would feel better. Y'all want to know why I became a DoorDash driver? I became a DoorDash driver because I was depressed, and I needed something else to do with my mind because of how terribly depressed I was. And this went on for 6 months. And I essentially had, or maybe not 6 months, somewhere between 4 and 6 months, and I had no answers. I was tormented by thoughts that I did not want to have and that I did not agree with, and that made me feel like I was a terrible person and that I was disgusting and horrible, and that how could you possibly think something like that? There must be something wrong with you. And essentially, it got to a point where it's kind of funny. A good buddy of mine, Mike, some of you probably know him, reintroduced me to the band AJR. I'd heard a few of their songs a few years back, but I wasn't a massive fan. And I really looked into their music. And there was a day in either June or July, maybe August, I don't remember. I was watching a video of an AJR concert. And it got to the finale. And basically the premise of this whole concert, the thing going on behind the scenes, was after some songs, this button would show up on like the massive like display board they had behind them, right? The massive thing where they have all the visual effects and stuff going on. This big red button, right? And it said "Do not push" on it. And at the end of the show, the lead singer Jack essentially opened up about his struggles with OCD and, intrusive thoughts and, compulsions and things like that. And how the way that he overcame it was not by pushing it down and ignoring it, but talking about it, being vulnerable, going to other people and getting help. And I kid you not, by the time I finished watching the finale sequence of that concert, I was bawling my freaking eyes out. I don't know if I've ever sobbed so hard in my life. That's not an exaggeration. I was genuinely bawling my freaking eyes out by the end of this finale sequence of the concert. Because it gave me so much comfort to know that someone else felt the way I did. And that I finally had an answer. And I finally had something that I could say, yeah, that's what I'm feeling. It's not that there's something wrong with me. It's not that I'm a terrible person. It's not any of that stuff. It's OCD. It's not something I can control. And I started taking medication. Like that day, I started taking medication. And it got better. See you, Gift. Thanks for stopping by and for your continued support over the years. And that led to another me bawling my freaking eyes out on my last stream before I went to school. I mean, my brother physically had to come in and console me. I mean, I was just an absolute mess. And you know what? I've been talking for a long time now, and I really don't feel like there's too much else to cover. Nothing too significant anyway. I went away to school, my upload schedule disappeared, I started doing shorts that turned into all that I did. My content was lazy and unoriginal. You know, I tried to get some stuff together and figure things out, especially over the summer. Then we move into this year, and actually, no, there is one more significant moment I want to mention. A couple, actually, two. Two things I want to touch on. Both really from this past year or so. The first one is me incorporating my faith into my channel. I know that's not a decision that everybody loves, but you know what? I don't care. I simply do not care. Because no one's going to stop me from doing it. I know what I'm called to do. I have this platform and I'm going to use it. And no one's ever going to change that. I understand that not everyone's Christian. I understand that not everyone believes in God. But you know what? I do. And I believe that I'm called to share that with other people. And I think it's one of the best decisions I've made on this channel is bringing faith into it. Because now this channel is so much more than just so much more than just a gaming channel, so much more than just a talking channel. I'm sharing my faith. And then the second and final big thing that I think is worth mentioning is the car streams. No, I'm kidding. The final thing that I think is worth mentioning is the charity stream. Because I think that may be the single greatest moment in the 10 years that this channel has existed. Because on that day, in that moment, for those 8 hours, we all came together and we supported a phenomenal cause. And I put my personal preferences and ego to the side and said, you know what? We raise an amount of money, I'll shave my beard. I didn't touch that thing since friggin' October. And we collectively came together and raised over $500,000 for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. And there's a lot of very memorable moments from that stream. There's the clip of me hitting the gritty. There's my brother pieing me in the face. There's me thinking that I could eat an entire jalapeno and then realizing how dead wrong I was. There's the push-ups that I literally couldn't do because I am weak. There's the wax strips that I think my coworkers commented on that. Either like a coach or a teacher or my boss or my coworkers or someone later on commented on the wax strips. I was like, oh, what's up with your leg? I was like, oh yeah, I waxed my leg for the charity stream. I don't remember who it was that asked that, but yeah, that was kind of funny. There was the generosity of my family, who I think collectively donated $300 to $400, which is incredibly generous. And then everyone else coming together and supporting a fantastic cause. And it doesn't really matter if the stream did well or not, because we raised more money than I thought was possible for a phenomenal cause. And it was so phenomenal that I still haven't given away the prizes yet. To be fair, one person did get their prize. It was Battle. He wanted merch and he got it. But I still have the Mr. Beast collectible. And I still have things to give out to people. I think we were going to do a spin wheel for it because I don't think anybody else wanted it, and we were just going to do a spin wheel and raffle them off, but that never happened. I don't even remember what the... I think there was like gifted memberships in there somewhere, and there was also like merch and the Mr. Beast collectible. But that's the last big moment I want to mention. And then beyond that, it was, me more incorporating faith. Going back to school, car streams, due to situation that will not be discussed. And here we are. 10 years and not a day more from the creation of this channel. And, mention the car streams. How else will we discuss Mike and Era's platonic romance? Yeah, to be fair, we didn't even need the car streams for that. They didn't keep that into the car streams, but whatever. I'm no hate, okay? No hate. We love car streams. Yeah, everyone did. Everyone loved the car streams, and then I stopped doing them, and people stopped showing up. Kind of funny how that works. But here we are. 10 years later. Hairline far worse than it's ever been. And people who somehow still tune in to watch this doofus play a game made for 5-year-olds. So that's the lore. If you want to know the channel lore, there you go. Channel lore complete. World record time only took me an hour. Anyway. I guess we could turn this into whatever the heck we want now, right? Q&A maybe? Sort of famous for those, right? Did a 500 subscriber Q... Was it 200 subscriber? I don't remember. Whatever. I did some kind of Q&A at some point. Q&A. I guess. I don't know. Ask away. See, I'm still lazy with my content after 10 years. But yeah, I guess before we get into that, I just want to once again thank each and every one of you. I don't care if you're watching this while it's live. I don't care if you're watching the VOD. Thank you for your support. Without you guys, I wouldn't have made it to 10 years. And I mean that. There's multiple times when I wanted to give up. I wanted to mail it in. I wanted to either delete the channel or stop uploading or whatever. And you guys kept me going. And here we are. A decade later. It's pretty crazy. But here we are. So thank you, each and every one of you, from the bottom of my heart. And I hope you know that I'm grateful for you. I appreciate your support no matter when you came to the channel. Jesus loves you very much. And I hope that you know him, or come to know him, and trust in him just as I have. And I love you all to pieces, and so does he. And I hope that I can guide you to him through my content. And of course entertain you as well. But thank you all for 10 fantastic years, and hopefully many more to come. Hopefully the next 10 are a little bit more consistent. And I'm not taking a month between streams. But, yeah, never know. Anyway, Q&A time, I guess. If anyone has any questions, shoot. I will answer if I feel able or comfortable doing so. Or whatever the heck else we want to do, I guess. If we don't want to do a Q&A, I guess we don't have to. Do you remember me? Yes. How have you been? A disaster. I've been a mess lately. Completely exhausted and sleep deprived, stressed out of my mind. But God is good and I'm alive, so I guess I can't really complain. How's CS? As fun as it's ever been. And by fun, I mean excruciatingly painful. Graph theory plus intro to algorithms equals not a fun time. It is nice to be writing code again, though. I have written some code for my algorithms course. Question, Christian Minecraft when? We can bring back Christian Minecraft, assuming the server still exists. Wouldn't mind doing that. Hello, hello, hi everybody. My arms are sore from shadow boxing. I know that sounds stupid, but occasionally I just shadow box in my room. I know that sounds really dumb, but I hit him with like a double jab, right uppercut, you know, a little body shot, right hook over the top. Hit him with the jabs go up for the block, double, bang, he's on the ground. I would like to get into boxing, I just don't think I have the cardio for it. Because there's something absurdly satisfying about stringing together a combo and, like, punching stuff. You look like you got home from work. Got home from helping to host a Lunar New Year party. I was not wearing this. I put this on just for the stream. You should be in Creator Clash 3. Put me on the next Misfits card. I've thought about, you know, getting serious into boxing. I feel like I'm very clumsy, though. I feel like I wouldn't have the footwork for it, and I feel like my cardio's really, really bad. So I don't know if that'd be the best idea. But maybe it's something I could pick up as a hobby, get stronger, learn some technique. Yeah, even doing just a little bit of shadow boxing really got my arms sore. So maybe that's a sign that it's something I should definitely work on. But yeah. The results for our school come back in 27 days. Well, I wish you the best of luck. Although, you've sent me a lot of art over the years and it all looked great. So, I'm sure they will see exactly what I do. Think we have a boxing club on campus? Just checked. I've been a member for 3 years. Wow. That's crazy. 3 years worth of membership. That's wild. Thank you for that, by the way. Never get rejected from art school. It doesn't end well. You know, I was trying to stay away from bringing that up. But there it is, I guess. Who y'all got in the bowl? Those of you who care or don't care about football, who y'all got in the Super Bowl? Niners because Brock Purdy. Outspoken Christian. I love that man. Also, I just can't stand the coverage that the Chiefs and Taylor Swift get. Maybe that's selfish of me, but go Niners. Although I would have loved to see the Lions win the Super Bowl, but Christian McCaffrey deserves a ring. So does Kyle Juszczyk. Their receiving core is very, very good. KK Slider, good pick. Good pick. Yeah. What a win that trade was for KK Slider, huh? Real ones remember the sports channel in the Discord where it started out with like UO putting in like actual NBA trade news, and then it just divulged into absolute shenanigans. People saying that like KK Slider got traded from the Brooklyn Bananas to the California Cookies, and that was it. And we were like, bro, what a trade! Can't believe he finally got traded. That's unbelievable. Yeah, that was funny. We've had plenty of memorable things on this channel over the years. Just copied UO's message. Yeah, just mix a couple things around. You know, nobody will tell the difference. Nobody's really paying attention. Oh man. I've been playing a lot of Stardew Valley the last couple of days. I know that's kind of random and out of the blue. I've been playing a lot of Stardew Valley. And I've been watching a lot of Stardew Valley too. I've been watching people do speedruns. Like trying to catch every single fish in one in-game day. That's a great video, by the way. Would recommend watching that. Fantastic video. Felt like a full-on movie. But then I've also seen people try to do like how quickly can you marry somebody? I think someone got 14 or 15 days. Married Penny in like 14 or 15 days. I think it was before the egg hunt, I want to say. There's also there's like a 3-part series of this guy trying to get like the 100% perfection achievement in Stardew, which I didn't know existed. I've learned a lot about Stardew in just the short time I've been watching this. I'm like, wow, I did all of nothing in my playthrough. I just yapped, got a girlfriend, and left. Like, I did nothing. I didn't finish the community center. I didn't fix the bus. I didn't open the sewers up. I didn't even go deep in the mines. I did nothing in my playthrough. Married in 14 or 15 days. That's freshman at Bible college. And well, we'll have something to take our minds off of it this year. We'll just watch VeggieTales out of context until we don't have to cry ourselves to sleep anymore. Not that we're at Bible college, but we're Christian men, so. Yeah, so our plan for Valentine's Day, chat, because we essentially were like, all right, we're gonna be super depressed, right? So we normally have book group on Wednesdays from 4 to 5 with Lucas, who is incredibly based. Um, and what we're doing this week is we're hosting a Palentine's event where we are going to. Well, the original plan was just to watch Star Wars, which is also a pretty W idea. But my idea was, since we all go to a school that is nerdy and we none of us have any Riz, right? We were just gonna give each other bad dating advice, watch Veggie Tales, and like just just screw around, just be guys. I thought you were going to sing about growing up in Connecticut. I grew up in New Jersey. Mr. Lund is truly iconic. What's your opinion on Cornell? Good school. I don't know that much about Cornell. Good school. My school's better, but good academic school, I guess. Whenever I hear Cornell, I just think of that one Simpsons clip where it's like the scientist guy. He's like, "Oh, Cornell." Are you the real legendary plumber? It's a me. I do have a plunger in my room. That's kind of funny. I had it when I had a bathroom in my room, and now I don't. But I took it with me because I spent the money on it. I'm freaking, I'm keeping it. But I do have a plunger in my closet. You know, most upstate schools have beef with it. I mean, we probably have beef with Cornell. We have beef with everybody. We have beef with Clarkson. We have beef with. I mean, it's probably Union. We have beef with everyone. We hate everyone. We are conceited, and we think we're better than everyone else. Rochester. We have beef with everyone. Just thought of a good pickup line. See. Oh, also, chat. I actually have a story. I have a story because your boy got on some Christian dating apps recently and it did not go well. So I joined this app, right? It's called Holy. Because I tried doing Upward and I didn't really get anywhere. Like, someone, like, literally, I kid you not, the driest conversation I've ever had in my entire life. So I was on this app called Holy, right? And I'm talking to this girl. And we seemed to be hitting it off. I complimented her outfits and her profile photos, and she appreciated that. And we chatted for a while, and then just over the next couple of days, she just like stopped talking to me. And she's like, "Oh, you can add me on Instagram." So I'm like, "Okay, maybe she just doesn't check the app that often." And then I add her on Instagram. And I try to talk to her on Instagram, and she just freaking ghosts me. And I'm like, if I was editing, I would put like a bruh above my hands, but no, I can't. How was life back in Iowa? I mean, pretty good. I mean, there's no shortage of food, right? I mean, you've always got corn to eat. Sometimes it can get a little dull, but you get pretty close with the 23 other people that live there. So it's a pretty tight knit group. Shout out to the 23 other Iowans that exist. My friend is sending me reels. Should I be concerned? Oh, she knows. Eric, she knows. She knows. I pretty sure I said something like "Go Niners" during the exec meeting last week. Women. That's such a good clip. I love that video. Women. Yeah, great. Great video. Anything with TF2 is just great video. I have to go now. I'm sorry for missing 1 in 5 chance stream. So yeah, bye, Shrimp. See you later. 10 years, man. Crazy. And I've been doing this almost as long as I haven't been, and that's crazy to think about. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. See, that's my dating app horror story, is just I got ghosted. Hey, it's I got a woman to speak to me. I complimented a woman and she spoke to me. Actually, I'm curious. I almost want to re-download the apps to see if I've got any matches since I deleted them. That was funny. My friend sent me a snapshot of a Snapchat message between a son and the father, and the son's like, "Make grilled cheese for dinner. Mom's mad at me. I got my ear pierced without her consent because of migraines, and she's mad I didn't ask her about it." And the dad just responds with, "We need cheese." That's funny. That's humor. That's content right there. I'll bring my coffee maker to Valentine's. We can do the TF2 clip. Aw. See, I was going to make like a YouTube short or a video out of like the bad Riz tips. Because I feel like that's the kind of thing you would see in like an Instagram reel or on YouTube shorts. Just like, alright, fellas, none of us have Riz. Let's fix that right now. And then we just cut to like just the worst dating advice you could think of. Alright. We're on the first date. What do we do? And like someone raises their hand, they're just like, I don't know. Bad dating advice. Just ask her what her best speedrun time is in Breath of the Wild. Perfect. You got the content brain, I'm in. I feel like it'd be the type of thing that would do well, especially in like the Valentine's kind of time period where, you know, that's a trending topic as well. If y'all would want to see a video, like a short or a video on that, like, man, that would have killed on Vine. You ever come up with an idea or a topic and you're just like, dang, that would have killed on Vine? Too often I have those thoughts. Like, frick, if I posted this to Vine, I'd be famous right now. I'd have like a Bugatti and like a 3-story mansion. I wouldn't have to be in school. Ask her whether she would withhold discipline from a child. Yes, madam, what are your opinions on Proverbs 23:13? And if she says what's Proverbs, then you walk out, because that is not a woman of God. This is dating tips. Ask her why you shouldn't 1 Corinthians 7:27b. That's the real question. Why shouldn't I 1 Corinthians 7:27b? What are you offering me? Why shouldn't I be like Paul? Why shouldn't I listen to him? You have 10 seconds. State your case. Dating speedrun. Y'all ever seen that that video, I guess it's from some kind of sitcom or TV show or something, where a guy walks in and he's like, "Hello, I'd like to discuss potential marriage," and they go back and forth on like negotiating terms, and there's something they don't agree on. They're like, "Oh, well, it was worth a shot," and then the guy walks out of the room. I always thought that was funny. I don't remember what like show it's from, but I always thought that was funny. I should eat food. I mean, I had some food, but like not too terribly much food, and I have a chicken over rice sitting in my fridge that I ordered the other day. I spilled the other one on myself. It was really depressing. Are you free from a wife? Do not seek a wife. Are you bound to a wife? Do not seek to be free from your wife. Oh, Paul. You slay me. Meanwhile, Nehemiah is just... just like... They have swords, but we have God. Keep working. Keep building the wall. Listen, I hate to get political. If Nehemiah was our president, wall probably would have been built. Maybe not that specific wall, but a wall would have been built if Nehemiah was president of the United States. Just saying. That man would have got the job done. Nehemiah 2024. I'm gonna write down Nehemiah on my ballot for 2024. That's actually wild. I'm getting a phone call. I would vote for Nehemiah. Me too. He just kind of hangs up sometimes. Eric, are small groups more or less chaotic than you expected going into the semester? Or are they exactly as chaotic as you expected? Did chat hear the phone? No, I muted myself. Alright. Who's Eric talking about when he says her? A potential person you are on a first date with. My small group is way less chaotic. We have really nice and sober conversations about the chapter and our takeaways. Leaders meetings is the exact opposite. Yeah, pretty much. Leaders meetings are still chaotic. I should probably do something about that, but I don't hear any complaints. So, yeah. I'd like Caitlin to sit in on one and just be like, it's like, am I doing okay? To be fair, Last week, my small group had the most people it's had. You're going on a date with someone. No, this is a hypothetical scenario where I was talking about my recent experience on Christian dating apps, and we got into talking about dating, and we're like, all right, we're doing a Palentine's event this Wednesday, and we thought of maybe giving each other really bad dating tips. It's like, all right, on the first date, what do we do? Ask her if she'll withhold discipline from a child. Perfect! Literally just say the word and I'll be normal during leaders meeting. No, I don't dislike it. I just feel like it shouldn't be that way. Like an actual leaders meeting. Like if we if Glenn's if Glenn or Nikki sat in on a leaders meeting, they would probably be very upset. But listen, we are finding meaningful takeaways. We're having good conversations. It sounds like small groups are going well. So all dating apps suck. I tend to agree. I downloaded a couple of Christian ones recently and did not have a lot of success. And that's when I realized I would like to actually meet and get to know somebody. Ask her how many children she wants. On the first date? Brother! Slow down. Hold your horses. On the first date? Golly. Start saying her name with your last name. You said bad things to say on the first. That is true. That would be a pretty bad way to start the first date. Just be like, all right, how many children are we having? somebody. Although if they mean it ironically and like as a joke in a funny way, that might make it even better. As if they're just like, all right, so how many? They walk in on the first date. All right, how many children are we having? Like, if they mean it, like, in a funny and ironic way, like, that's hysterical. I would laugh very hard at that because I would be very uncomfortable. What have I just been... That is a lot of letters and numbers. True. Failed to send... You don't say! Hold for options. Retry. Did you retry? Doesn't look like it. Oh well. What are we gonna do? Okay. It's getting pretty late and I haven't been sleeping great, so maybe I should get some sleep. I don't know. It's a pretty decent 10th anniversary though. Channel lore, little Q&A. Had some laughs. Can't complain too much. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this stream as well. I really didn't want to stream it all tonight, to be honest with you. I'm exhausted. Check DMs. I did. I just did. It's very funny. Very funny, very true. Also, Owen sent a happy 10th anniversary. Shout out to bro. Thank you, sir. Now, if only I could get a job. You gotta change out of the suit before you sleep. No, I'm sleeping in the suit 100%. Very comfortable and efficient. Yeah, no, obviously I'm gonna change out of the suit. Tomorrow I need to take a trip to Walmart to buy bread, cheese, maybe some butter. And are you going to order dinner tonight? No, because I got a sweet 2-for-1 deal on a chicken over rice on Wednesday, so I've got one still in the fridge, so I'm probably going to have that. I was going to say, why are you streaming this late and in a suit? It's the 10th anniversary. You got to dress for the occasion. 10th channel anniversary, baby. Gotta look spiffy. I'm streaming this late because I got back from large group late. I wanted to start at like 8, but I didn't get back till like 8:45. So yeah. And then I went and got distracted by YouTube Shorts and literally had to reinstall OBS twice because I screwed with the settings the other day when I was trying to record Undertale Yellow. Where'd you get the chicken over rice? That might give away too much information on where we are, so I don't know if I want to share that. I can text it to you if you'd like. Just because I don't want anyone to be like, I got him. But I can text it to you if you like. It was a halal and barbecue house in the city that we go to school in. Actually, no. It's not the city we go to school in. It's the big city near the city we go to school in. The big one, the capital one, that one. That city, halal and barbecue house. That's where I got it from. Just say, no. It was not from boss. It was not Halal Shack, if that's what you're thinking. They should make a haram themed restaurant that serves pork and beer. I would be there. Also, Eric, I want to bring this up to you because Nikki actually gave me a fire idea for the Super Bowl parties on Sunday. So obviously, the plan was just make a ton of grilled cheese. But she was like, hear me out, bacon. And I was like, yes, that's a great idea. So I'm going to go to the store tomorrow. I'm going to buy bread. I'm going to buy cheese. I'm going to buy bacon. I might buy some other stuff like butter. And just make mad bacon grilled cheeses. And if nobody shows up to the Super Bowl party, that's fine. Because I ain't going to turn down a bacon grilled cheese. That is literally what I get from the Beast Burger in the Union all the time. Like, I will get a grilled cheese and ask for bacon added to it. Because the freaking burgers are too expensive, and I don't want to spend too much of my dollars. So I just get a grilled cheese, and I ask them to add bacon to it. And for some reason, it comes out at a different price every single time, and I don't understand it. But bacon grilled cheese. So yeah. If that doesn't get kids out of their dorm rooms, I don't know what will. Come pick me up tomorrow. We shall acquire all of the bacon. The problem is we only have a $60 budget. So like probably $10 is going to go into bread. And then $15 is going to go into cheese. And then the other $25 is going to go into bacon. And to be fair, anything that we don't give away, I say we just friggin' eat it. We could take it to Palentine's, for goodness sake. That's a banging idea. I have room in my freezer now because I gave the cookie dough to Dennis. Because Dennis is doing the party with Bernardo, and he has a kitchen. So they're doing the cookies. I have room in my freezer now. So any bacon grilled cheeses we don't give away, we can bring them to Palentine's. Or heck, we save the materials. We make bacon grilled cheeses at Palentine's. That sounds awesome. That sounds great. Come on. Just a bunch of guys making bacon grilled cheeses together, watching Veggie Tales, and giving each other terrible dating advice. Can you think of a better way to spend Valentine's Day? Actually, I can. At church. Wait. It's from 4 to 5:30. And church is at 5. That might be a problem. Unfortunate. I think there's also a late one at 7, but I'll have to check on that. I'm sure he'll probably announce it at Mass tomorrow. I could probably ask. Oh yeah, by the way, I totally snitched on you about the door to the religious suite. And apparently Father Larry has the ability to mess with the door. Jemmy like didn't believe me, so he went and tested himself, and he got in like very quickly. So I am now obligated to tell Father Larry. I will phrase it in a way that you need to go to church on Wednesdays. It's Ash Wednesday. Valentine's Day is Ash Wednesday. So first day of Lent, need to get ashes on forehead because Catholic things. Normally no, but it's Ash Wednesday. So at least I can focus on that and not my crippling loneliness. Anyway, I think I am going to eat myself some dinner and chill out for the rest of the night. I've had a long week. I'm very tired. Thank you all, not just for watching, for your support of the channel. I love you all very much, and so does the Lord, and I hope you know that, and that you come to know Him and trust Him. If you have any additional questions or anything that you didn't get to say during this stream, feel free to hit me up on Discord. Hit me up via my contact email. That is always available as well. I can't promise I'll check it regularly, but if you send me something and you want me to read it, you can ping me about it. That's fine. But I love you all very much. Thank you for your continued support of the channel. Happy 10 years. Looking forward to many good years to come. And I hope you all have a blessed night. And always remember, Jesus loves you. Peace. My mouse required me to click it before I could move it.